Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to online classes of Iqra Fast by Secondary Schools, our project of Iqra education system. Dear students of class 9, in the last video lecture, I home assigned you exercises number 5 and 6. I hope you people have done these two exercises in your book. In exercise number 5, it was true or false. You had to tick the correct column on page number 86, while exercise 6 was given on page number 87, in which you had two tables and you had to fill in the answer column and the person column. Now, in this video lecture today, I am going to help you cover exercise number 7 and exercises number 8 and 9. Open page number 87 in your books, everybody. Page number 87. And check out if you have mentioned the date over there for your home assignment when you were doing exercises 5 and 6. English and Islamic both dates. If you have not mentioned, you have forgotten to mention there, then you must mention the dates right now before you start exercise number 7. We will do exercise 7 in the register. I will help you understand this exercise and then I will home assign this exercise to you people. In exercise 7, it says go back to exercise 6 and find out when and where these words spoken. After this, write 7 complete sentences in your notebook like this. Okay, what you have to do now in exercise number 7, you have to do this exercise in your register. First of all, you have to draw the margin lines on the right hand side and on the left hand side. Each line of about half an inch. So first of all, draw the margin lines and then mention the dates on the top of your register, English date and Islamic date. Without mentioning the date and drawing the lines, you will not start your work. Is that clear? I hope pages number are already written in your register throughout from first page to the last page. So you won't make any changes in the pages number. You will let the numbers go on like they are going. And then in the first line, here you can see in the first line, this is the first line for instance. This is what I have mentioned here because I have not made title page of this chapter. So every time we do the work, I have to write unit number, its title and reading text, so that anybody who watches this video should know that which chapter and which topic is going on. I hope you understand. So you won't be writing unit number 4 Pakistan and National Pride, reading text, great visionaries. This will be your first line, and in the first line you will only give the heading of exercise 7. Okay? And then from the next line, you will start writing the statements given here. See, I have written statement number 1 here. You are free to go to your temples. You see? In exercise 6 we matched table A and table B. हमने exercise 6 में table A और table B को आपस में match किया था. Half statement table A में है और remaining statement table B में है, तो हमने इसको match कर दिया था और आंसर आया था 1D. तो वो एक पूरी statement बन गई थी. You are free to go to your temples, you are free to go to your mosques or to any other place of worship in this state of Pakistan. This is what I have written here. So in exercise 7 you have to write the complete statements like this, the one I have done here, and then you have to tell where were these words spoken, when and where. When, kab and where, kaha. So this statement was spoken by Quaid-e-Azam on 11th of August 1947, and where? On his election as the first president of the Constituent of Pakistan. This is how you have to do it. I will exemplify you the second statement also. Statement number 2, to me he was a friend, guide and philosopher, and during the darkest moments through which the Muslim League had to go, he stood like a rock. So on page number 84, in the context given as aspirations for Muslim, these words are written there, and Quaid-e-Azam praised Iqbal's role in a message on his death. So this is how you have to do this. Remember, you have to use the opposite color as mine. I've written this statement with black, so you will write with blue, and this with blue, then you will write with black. Then you will give space of one line or skip one line in between, and then you will start statement number 2, and then so on and so forth. You will write down all the 7 statements, and you will also write down when and where these words were spoken. So you have to go through the passage to solve this exercise number 7. This will be your home assignment. Now we will move on to exercise 8, and in the end of this video lecture I will assign you exercise number 7. In exercise number 8, it says work in pairs and orally discuss the reasons for the following statements. After you have discussed the reasons, rewrite the following statements in your notebooks by stating the reasons. The first one has been done as an example. There are 8 statements given. 8 statements इस exercise में given है, और हर statement का reason आपको बताना है कि ये statement क्यों कही गई या राइटर ने ऐसा क्यों कहा. First statement है Jinnah's achievement is unparalleled in recent history. Second, the Quaid was greatly respected by the people of all faiths. Number 3, Quaid-e-Azam left the Indian National Congress. 4, despite strong opposition by the British and the Hindus, Quaid-e-Azam succeeded in creating Pakistan. 5, Allama Iqbal could point out some of the defects in the philosophical systems of the West. 6, Dr. Iqbal did not seek re-election to the Punjab Legislative Council. 7, one of Iqbal's biggest political contributions is his Allahabad address. 8, Allama Iqbal wanted the Muslims to put their faith in Islam. This exercise is given on page number 88. We have to do this exercise in our registers. Remember, I told you at the beginning that we will be doing exercises number 3, 5 and 6 in book, while 7, 8 and 9 in register. So exercise 7 I am going to home assign you in the end. You will be doing that in your register, and then you people will be doing exercise number 8 in your register, and then exercise number 9. In exercise 8 on page number 88 करना क्या है आपको कि हर स्टेटमेंट लिखनी है और उसका रीज़न बताना है. जैसा कि फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट जो थी Jinnah's achievement is unparalleled in recent history. This has been exemplified here. This is the statement written here. Jinnah's achievement is unparalleled in recent history. And then the reason is given because unlike most other leaders who only freed their countries from foreign rule, he not only got freedom but also managed to create a new state for the Muslims. You don't have to write these reasons from your own. आप लोगों को अपनी तरफ से नहीं लिखने हैं, बल्कि ये statements आपके chapter में given है. ये reasons आपके chapter में given है. For this, I would like to take you through page number 78. Page number 78. Come to page number 78. Everybody open page number 78. Yes, on this page, the heading is written personality and achievements. In the second paragraph, second line, which is unparalleled in the recent history of the world, which is starting from the first line, but his greatest achievement, which is unparalleled in the recent history of the world. Jinnah's achievement is unparalleled in recent history. इसका रीजन क्या दिया हुआ है यहाँ पर? The world has seen many leaders who have obtained independence for their people from undesired rulers. But few have achieved what the Quaid-e-Azam did. He created a new country. So this is the reason why his achievement, Jinnah's achievement, is unparalleled in recent history. Clear? Now statement number 2. I will exemplify you statement number 2. You people will write it down. But before you do this exercise, you have to complete exercise 7. So you may pause the video here or stop the video here and do exercise 7 in your registers and then come to exercise 8. I am solving this exercise with discussion with you people. Statement number 2. The Quaid was greatly respected by the people of all faiths. Quaid-e-Azam मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना की दूसरे मज़ाहिब के लोग भी इज्जत करते थे. क्या वजह है? What is the reason? The reason is given in your chapter. You people have to find it out. I am giving you 1 minute to go through your previous pages, especially emails number 1, 2 and 3, and find it out that why Quaid was greatly respected by the people of all faiths. Your time starts now. जी, what did you find out? क्यों क़ायद की तमाम मज़ाहिब के लोग रिस्पेक्ट करते थे? Okay, yes, you Abdullah, you tell me why Quaid was respected, greatly respected by the people of all faiths. Very correct, very right. क्योंकि उनमें टॉलरेंस और एक्सेप्टेंस थी तमाम फेथ्स के लिए. एग्जैक्टली, वेरी करेक्ट. सो कम टू पेज नंबर 79 everybody. Page number 79. On this page in the first email, 4th line, due to his tolerance and acceptance of all faiths. Okay, so I am going to write down this as the reason for the statement the Quaid was greatly respected by the people of all faiths. The Quaid was greatly respected by the people of all faiths. Due to his tolerance and acceptance of all faiths, some Hindu leaders called him the best ambassador of Hindu-Muslim unity. This is the reason for the second statement. Now I will write down the third statement on the board. Statement number 3. Quaid-e-Azam left the Indian National Congress. Quaid-e-Azam ने इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस छोड़ दी. क्यों हुआ था ऐसा? Why do you think he left it? You have some time to look at page number 80. Come to page number 80 and read political acumen and contribution. Yes. What do you answer for this? Anyone from you? He very soon sensed, line number 3, in political acumen and contribution, line number 3, he very soon sensed that the Indian National Congress was leading the Hindus of the subcontinent towards Hindu-Muslim polarization. This he realized would result in political and economic victimization of the Muslims in the region. This is the reason that why he left the Indian National Congress and joined the Muslim League. I am writing down this statement along with the reason on the board. Statement number 3 with its reason. Quaid-e-Azam left the Indian National Congress because he sensed that the Indian National Congress was leading the Hindus of the subcontinent towards Hindu-Muslim polarization. This would result in political and economic victimization of the Muslims in the region. This is the reason for statement number 3. Now I will erase the board, but before my erasing the board, you may complete these 3 statements with your reasons, and then we will write down statements number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Statement number 4. Despite strong opposition by the British and the Hindus, Quaid-e-Azam succeeded in creating Pakistan. So what could be the possible reason for this statement, that despite strong opposition by the 2 power players in subcontinent, the British and the Hindus, Quaid-e-Azam still succeeded in creating Pakistan? You may think about it. Meanwhile, I will write down the reason, and then you can match a reason with the one which I am writing on the board. The reason is because he very intelligently pleaded the case of a separate homeland for the Muslims. You remember, he left in the Indian National Congress and joined the Muslim League, and soon after joining, he became its president. And then he very intelligently pleaded the case of a separate homeland for the Muslims and succeeded in getting Pakistan. Now we will write down statement number 5 and then its reason. Statement number 5. Allama Iqbal could point some of the defects in the philosophical systems of the West. I will be writing down the reason. Meanwhile, you may think about it and then match yours with mine. Allama Iqbal could point out some of the defects in the philosophical systems of the West because he had done a lot of research on Persian and Western philosophies. I will write down statement number 6 and then we will discuss the reason and write down the reason. Statement number 6. Dr. Iqbal did not seek re-election to the Punjab Legislative Council. I will write down the reason, then you may copy it down. Dr. Iqbal did not seek re-election to the Punjab Legislative Council because due to his commitment to the cause of Muslim rights in India, he was soon elected as the president of the Punjab branch of the All India Muslim League. Now I will erase statements number 4, 5 and 6 and write down 7 and 8. Statement number 7. One of Iqbal's biggest political contributions is his Allahabad address. Reason? Because it was on this historic occasion that he made a definite demand for a separate Muslim state in South Asia. And then the last statement, statement number 8. Allama Iqbal wanted the Muslims to put their faith in Islam because, now the reason is being given, if they put their faith in Islam, they would become strong and united once again and save themselves from complete destruction. So my dear brothers, this was exercise number 8. You people have to do this in your register. Let me give you a home assignment. So this is your home assignment. Do exercise 7 in register. And first you will do exercise 7 in your register and then you will do exercise 8 in your register. We will meet again inshallah in the next video lecture with exercise number 9. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.